Hey, hello, Yaladim. Today is Friday again, which means it's Parsha Papa time. Hello, Yaladim. I'm Yosef. I became the ruler of Mitzrayim. I had two sons in Mitzrayim called Menashe and Ephraim. I know so well. And my brothers came down to Egypt to buy food because in the land of Israel there was no food to eat. Nothing grew. Everyone was very hungry. So the brothers said, let's come to Egypt to buy food. Let's sing their names. Reuben, Shimon, Levi, Yehuda, Yisachar, Zebulun, Dan, Naphtali, Gad, Asher, Yosef, and Binyamin. These are the 12 Shevatim. And Yosef said, wow, my brother Binyamin and me, we're the two little ones. Right, here's Yosef with his colorful coat. And here's his little brother Binyamin. Right, because there were two mummies. One mummy was Rachel. Let's say hello to Rachel again.
And what? Mama?
What? Right, so Rachel was the mummy to the two little boys, to Yosef and Binyamin. And Leah was the mummy to all the older boys. Here's Leah. Say hello to Leah, children. And Yosef said, I want to see, will my brothers be nice to my little brother Binyamin? I want to see. They don't know I'm really Yosef. They don't recognize me. Because when I came to Mitzrayim, when I left the house and they sold me as a slave, I didn't have a beard. Look, here's Yosef as a young boy, as a young lad without a beard. And so then I became bigger. I grew a beard and I got a crown on my head. They don't know I'm really their brother, Yosef. I'm going to test them. I want to see, will they be nice to my baby? Big failure. To my baby brother Binyamin. So he took Binyamin, the little brother, and he put him into the, where did he put him? Binyamin was in the jail, and that was from last week's Parashat. Binyamin was stuck in the jail, and he said, are they going to leave Binyamin in the jail? Or will they say, no, we have to save him? Yosef wanted to know. He was just testing his brothers. He didn't really want to put Binyamin in the jail and make him a slave. He didn't really want to hurt him or anything, but he wanted to know. And true enough, children, the other brothers, instead of saying, oh, who cares about Binyamin? They all came forward. And the strongest one, his name was Yehuda. See, Yehuda has a lion on his clothing because he's strong like a lion. All the kings of the Jewish people come from Yehuda. And Yehuda stepped forward. And Yehuda said, King Tzafnat, because that's what they used to call him in Egypt. He didn't know it's Yosef. They used to call him King Tzafnat. He says, King Tzafnat, please, you can't take my little brother. Take me instead. I'm stronger. I'm older. I'll be a far better servant than Binyamin. I'll make you very rich. And Yosef says, no. I want only Binyamin. He is the one who stole my goblet. He didn't really steal the goblet. Yosef was just pretending. He says, he stole my goblet. We found it in his sack. And so he has to be my slave. Children, Yehuda, we're told, became so angry and so upset that you know what happened? He screamed so loud. Children, we never scream except when we're playing outside in the playground or if something's dangerous. Well, Yehuda felt now it was dangerous because he thought they were really going to hurt Binyamin, even though Binyamin wasn't in any danger. But generally, we never scream, right? We always have to use inside quiet voices. But this time, it was a time of danger. He thought that they might hurt Binyamin very badly. And he screamed so loud to scare Yosef. But you know who heard the scream also? King Paro. And Paro was sitting on his throne. And all of a sudden, Yehuda gave a big scream that you can't keep Binyamin in the jail. And he went, rah, like a big lion. That was a scream. And Binyamin, Yosef, Yehuda again got very angry. And he said, rah! I'm so scared. What is it? And Yosef realized that he's being very, very scaring everyone, and that Yehuda was actually very strong, and that his 10 brothers, they could destroy the whole of Egypt. They were so strong. And Yosef said, I'm going to tell them the truth. And he told all the servants, he said, servants, go out. I don't want any of the servants in the room with me. And they said, oh, I wonder why. And all the guards, they went. They said, okay, King Tafnat, we'll go out. And all the guards went out. And all the waiters and the chefs went out. They said, oh, okay, King Tafnat, we'll go out. And everybody went out. And the only ones in the room were Yosef and his brothers, and also Binyamin. And only them were there. He didn't want to shame his brothers in front of the Egyptians, because the Egyptians would say, what? The brothers sold Yosef as a slave? They're not nice. Yosef didn't want to shame them. He didn't want to take revenge, children. Even though his brothers hurt him, he was being nice back. He was being very nice. Even if somebody sometimes does something not nice to us, we tell them, it's okay, but please say sorry. Or, and we try to still be friends. And so Yosef comes forward and he says, he shows them that it's really him. It's really Yosef. And that he's a Jewish boy. He's Jewish like them. I am Yosef. Is my father still alive? Ani Yosef ha'odavi chai. He said, I am Yosef. Is my father still alive? Ani Yosef ha'odavi chai. Right? He was Yosef. He didn't want to shame his brothers, and he was alone with his brothers when he revealed to them that he is really their brother. And they were shocked. They said, oh, they stepped back, children. And they said, oh no, maybe Yosef will hurt us now. They were so shocked. They couldn't believe that was Yosef. And they couldn't believe that he could be a king in Egypt and still be very Jewish. Keep all of the Torah, stay close to Hashem. They said, wow, we can't believe that's Yosef. The children, first he hugs Binyamin, and then he hugs all of them, and he says, I love you, I'm not going to be angry with you. And all of Paro's household heard. They said, wow, we just found out that Yosef's family came. Oh, wow, that's amazing. Oh, we thought he's just an orphan slave boy. Oh, he isn't. He has a big, strong, rich family. Oh, he comes from a very nice family. Oh, we're so happy to hear that. Everyone was very happy. And so was King Paro. And Yosef says, I'm going to give you lots of presents. He gives them lots of very nice clothing. And he gives them money. He does give his brother Binyamin extra children. He gave all of them, but for Binyamin, he got 5 times the amount. So for the brother Binyamin, who was his real brother from the same mother, he gives them extra clothing and extra money. And Yosef says, go quickly to my father. They told him, yes, your father Yaakov is still alive. And Yosef was so happy to hear that, because Yaakov was an old man now, children. He was over 100 years old. He was very, very old. And Yosef sends wagons, children. They're called agalot. Children, agalot sounds like the word eglah. In Torah, eglah means a little baby, a baby cow. The last thing that Yosef learned with his father, when he was still a very little boy, before he left his father's home, was about a little baby calf called an eglah arufa. And Yosef wanted to send a message to his father and tell him, Daddy, even though I'm a king in Mitzrayim, I'm still learning Torah. I didn't forget the Torah you learned. And all the brothers came with the wagons filled with food and wheat, so their fathers shouldn't be hungry. But they said, oh no, our daddy Yaakov is very old. He'll get very shocked that Yosef is still alive. And Asher said, don't worry, my daughter Sarah, she always plays music for our father Yaakov, for her grandfather. This is Asher's children. Say hello to Asher. Asher had a daughter. Her name was Sarah. Sarah used to play on her kinnor, on her harp. She sat and hear her grandfather Yaakov, who was now a very old man. Here, I'm going to use him for Yaakov. He's a very old man. And he was sitting and she said, Grandpa Yaakov, can I play you a song? And Yaakov said, oh yes, please. I'd love hearing you playing on your kinnor. And she said, sure, Grandpa. And she took her kinnor and she started to sing. Yosef is alive, he's the ruler in Mitzrayim. Sing with Sarah. And she had 2 sons, Menashe and Ephraim. Yosef is alive, he is the ruler of Mitzrayim. And he has 2 sons, Menashe and Ephraim. And Yaakov said, what's that song you singing? And she sang it again and again. And she sang the song again and again. Sarah played on her kinnor, Yosef is alive. Yaakov was so happy when the wagons did arrive. She sang, I am Yosef, is my father still alive? Ani Yosef, ha'od avichai. And her grandfather couldn't believe it. He said, Sarah is singing that Yosef is alive. Is he really alive? And all the brothers came and they said, yes, Daddy, Yosef is alive. He's the ruler in Mitzrayim. And then he saw the agalot, the wagons filled with food. And he said, wow, agalah sounds like the word eglah. The last thing I learned with Yosef was about a little eglah arufa. Wow, he remembers the Torah. I told him I'm so happy. And Yaakov was so happy. He said, come on, let's pack our suitcases. Let's go back to Mitzrayim. But then Yaakov said, 1 minute. In Mitzrayim, there's no shul. There's no Jewish school. What are we going to do with all the little yaladim we have? They have to go to a Jewish school. Jewish yaladim have to learn Torah. Oh no, what are we going to do? In Mitzrayim, there's no Jewish school. And again, Yehuda, the strongest one, said, Daddy, don't worry. I will go to Mitzrayim first. And I will build a Beta Knesset and a school for the Jewish Yaladim where they can learn Torah. And Yaakov said, thank you so much. And they came to Mitzrayim, children. They came with 70 Jewish people came. And then he comes to Mitzrayim and he comes to meet his son Yosef. They didn't see each other for 22 years, children. That was a long, long time. And you'd think the first thing he would do is say, I love you, Yosef. And he did love him so much. But you know what the first thing Yaakov did when he saw him? He gave him a hug. And while he was hugging him, he took his right hand and he put it over his eyes and he said, Shema! Right? Who made Shema cards this week? Me. Yeah, you all did. It's so nice. And we make sure before we go to sleep at night, we say Shema. And Yaakov said, Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. And Yosef answers back, Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Le'olam Va'ed. You know what they were doing? They were saying thank you to Hashem. And they were saying everything that happened is really from Hashem. And Yosef said, Come, Daddy, you live in Mitzrayim with us. Because for another 5 years, there's no food in the land of Israel. There's no food anywhere. Only here in Mitzrayim. And girls, we're almost done. Please bring all your cattle and all your sheep and all your cows. And Paro heard it. He says, wow, Yosef's brothers are so strong. Maybe they can be in my army. And maybe they can run all my army, become generals in my army. And the brothers said, oh no, we don't want to become part of Paro's army. We don't want to be together with the Goyim. We want to learn Torah. So when the brothers came in front of Paro, you know what they told him? They said, Paro, we are just shepherds. We take care of sheep and we take care of cows. We need some way to take care of our sheep. And he thought, oh, shepherds. Oh, they're just shepherds. I thought they're strong war people. Okay, you can go and live in the land of Goshen. And children, the Jewish people stayed separate. They didn't want to marry the Goyim. They didn't want to marry the Mitzrim. And they stayed in the land of Goshen. And they took care of their sheep and of their old father, Yaakov. But the most important part, children, was that when they came to Mitzrayim, they made sure to learn Torah. Because Yehuda built what? What did Yehuda build when he came to Mitzrayim? So he built a yeshiva. And the Torah teaches us that wherever the Jewish people go, the first thing we need to do is to build a yeshiva to make sure that our Jewish children learn Torah. Oh, girl, kids, you listen so nicely. Thank you so much, Yaladim. Shabbat Shalom.